turn this one on. Let's see. Wow. Give everybody a second. Let me see. Wow. Because this is important, guys. Who would have ever thought that the winner wouldn't come forward? I would have never guessed, guys. Sorry, this has been killing me all night. Let me introduce myself. My name is Frank Financial Brown, one of the founders with my fan band for Live Free, Give Hope, the real estate giveaway company. We just gave away our first apartment. However, we announced it on New Year's Eve. We sent out an email. We only had the email and the address on file. So we sent out email. We've sent out multiple emails, and the winner still has not come forward. So we have three options. Now, I would have never guessed. And so three options. Let's break down these three options. One, before I get to the three options, in the rules, I told everybody read the official rules. Because I'm not an attorney and I didn't write the rules myself and they did it, I don't have the rules memorized. So I went back through the rules yesterday, and it says that after 3 days, 3 business days, today would make the second business day, that we can choose a new winner. So this brings us to the three options. After the third business day, if the winner does not come forward, do we choose a new winner? Do we choose a new winner? Do we give them more time? So let me start with give them more time. A, after 3 business days, let's say the winner does not come forward. Do we give this individual more time? That's option A. Option B, do we choose a new winner? Do we choose a new winner? Option B, we just hit the button and the next name called. Option C, do we open it up for about 3 more days so you can get more entries? You guys see what we got going on? The winner didn't come forward. Maybe this is your shot. Now, we are at the second business day. If you read the official rules, you'll see that the winner has 3 days, a minimum of 3 days to be responsive. And then we have the option to draw a new winner. Now, we took a vote in the House, and to show that this is real, our family decided that we should open it up for about 3 more days if the winner doesn't come forth, so you guys can get more entries, and then we choose a new winner. So not waiting another month, not waiting 2 weeks, none of that. Now, hopefully the winner does come forth by tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead so you guys know what I'm talking about, because I like being transparent. I'll read the email that I sent over to the attorneys, to Viral Sweep. Hold on, give me a sec. Give me a sec. So many emails. Okay, here we go. All right. Hold on. Okay, this is late. I said, men say, good evening. Sorry for the late email. The winner hasn't responded by email. Should I reach out to by mail, or will you handle that? Also, the official rules mention the 3 days, because I went back through it and I was like, oh, not only 3 days, but yes, only 3 days. Who would have ever thought that somebody wouldn't come forward? But 3 days. So when I saw this, I hit them up last night. This had to be 10 o'clock at night. And they said, hi, let's wait the 3 days. Then if no response, you can send them a follow-up. And if no response, we can move on to the next winner. So I sent them, I've been sending emails, and now in the subject line, if this is you, I put in the subject line last night, you are the winner to the apartment, free for a year. I put it all in there so you wouldn't pass over it. There is a winner out there, and based on the official rules, The individual has a 3 days to come forward, and then we can move forward. I want you guys to go ahead and think about it. We came up with our vote, so we pretty sure what we're going to do, but I would like to hear from you guys on what you would do. Let me tell you the three options. Would you give the individual more time to come forward, more than the 3 days? Would you give the individual more than 3 days to come forward? Would it be a week? Would it be 2 weeks? Would it be 3 weeks? Would it be 4 weeks? I'll tell you our reservation. We don't want it to come off as a scam like, hey, they're not giving away no property. They're not giving away no property. That's why we're ready. My son said, hey, just give it away immediately. My daughter was like, hey, let's do the 3 days and allow people to get more entries. Because now you guys are seeing what's going on. You have an opportunity. You guys know that only 90 individuals entered into the giveaway. Free rent for a year, furnished with utilities. Right now, the winner has not responded. And when we had this, we only had 90 individuals. 61 individuals did the mail-ins. About 25 individuals made a purchase, and about 4 individuals came for the apartment tour. So it's wide open. My daughter's a business major. She said, give them 3 more days, open it up. But New Year's was, that was a holiday, so that day didn't count. So we announced it the 31st. New Year's was a holiday. The next day was the 2nd. So that's business day number 1. Then we had Saturday and Sunday, and now that brings us to today, Monday. So today is the 2nd business day. Winner, I've sent you an email. I sent you one in the morning yesterday and late at night, just in case you're a night owl. I sent that one at about 11 something. Sorry if you get it and it's late, but I sent one in the morning and one in the evening. So just in case, I don't want to miss you. But we got to keep the show going. We got to keep this thing going because, one, if we put it off, I don't want anybody saying, see, I told you they weren't giving it away. You know what I'm saying? If not, let me read some of these messages. Let's see what we got. I will send the email and phone number. We don't have, so right now, one of the problems that we have is we only have the email and the address. Now, if some of you guys are my age, you probably heard of PCH, Publishers Clearinghouse, where they roll up on the individual's house. I thought about that. Now, me and my family took a vote. We voted against it. And one reason it would be unfair that if somebody in like Detroit or somewhere else, we wouldn't roll up on them. So we want this to be as fair as possible. So if we wouldn't do it for the person in Detroit or Chicago or wherever, we're not going to do it here. So it's up to the winner to check the email. I've sent a minimum of 4, maybe 5, and of course, we're going live every day, and we're saying this, and I'm posting. So hopefully this individual does, but if not, maybe it's not for them. Let's see. If not, choose new winner. Joined, I would send the email. I will wait 3 days, then take more entries. I'm homeless. I'll take it. I would give it to me. Wow. Yes. This is where we at, guys. Winner obviously doesn't need it for real. I would have responded so fast. Let me tell you guys, isn't this crazy? It's crazy. So this is where I go back to the mindset. And if you're starting any business, guys, we're giving away free rent for a year, furnished with utilities. We only had 90 people individual. We only made about 800. I hate to say raised. So, and then the winner's not even coming forward yet. That could be a blow. These are those things that, can you keep going? Do you have the mindset to keep going? I, being a softie, I wanted to give the individual more time because I'm a softie. But based on the rules, we have this time. And when we took a vote, I asked the family, I actually relied on them. Whatever they said was win. That's why I'm glad there's 4 of us, because I was outvoted, So tomorrow makes the 3rd business day. Tomorrow makes the third business day, so it'll put us at Tuesday. So maybe Wednesday we'll open it back up for 3 days, allow people to get some more entries, get more entries. I have to talk with the attorneys and find out how that works. But that's where we are so far. I'm gonna mention it again for the people that just joined, or if you may have missed this, but this is where we're at. On New Year's Eve, we chose a winner. We sent out, there's no phone number on file, just the email address. So we're sending out emails. We haven't had a response back. There has been no response saying, hey, I put in the subject line, you are the winner. You are the winner to the winner circle. You are the winner for free rent for a year furnished with utilities. No response. No response. And the official rules, if you guys, I will always refer to the official rules because this is how this works. This is how we stay in compliance. It says we have the right to choose a new winner after 3 days. So it says some other things like we can redo it and so forth. But I'm just telling you the minimum. The minimum is that the individual gets 3 days. What do you guys think? What do you think? I'm gonna drink my coffee. I'm gonna hang out here. So if anybody comes in, I can answer questions because you guys have seen the reason I go live every day is so that I can show you guys I'm legit. And somebody not collecting their prize, it scares me. You know what I'm saying? I would be like, oh, they're not giving away nothing. That's why it's 3 days. That's why we're gonna move forward. That's one of the major reasons why we got to move forward, just to show you guys. And I feel bad for the individual that if they don't get it, but we got to move forward so you guys know, oh, we're giving away free rent for a year furnished with utilities in Atlanta, Georgia. So Lord, I'm gonna stay on here a minute, answer any questions. Let me read the good afternoon. Hello, all. Let me come down here to the bottom. Sorry. Just go with the entries already entered. I was thinking about that one also. Yes, the rules are important. You know it. It makes everything fair. I'm sure you would want it fair for you. More entries scary, though. Yeah. Okay, so, and I do see where, especially for those who've already entered, you probably want to keep it at that 90. So I understand. We shall see. Thank you. We're trying to do something. I hate to use the word trying because, we always say in our house that's an attempt that fails. So let me just say we are doing something. That's why we got to get this bad boy away. That's why, because we got to show that this is real. Right now, oh, this is ridiculous. Let me tell you guys, I look crazy because I couldn't sleep last night. I could not sleep. If you see the email I sent to the attorney, it was late. The email to the winner. I sent another one last night. I was afraid of sending it so late. I was like, oh, but this is crazy that that an individual hasn't come forward. And this is how business is. You may think giving away free rent for a year with utilities would be easy, but it's not. It's not. And we're just gonna keep pushing through it. We're gonna keep pushing through it. Let me see. Am I live on did we check the other ones? Trying to stream it out there. I'm trying to stay on here. So if the individual who won happen to see that we're live, maybe they'll hop on here. I check my email every single day. I'll give you a hint. It's a Yahoo email address. If you have a Yahoo email address, but in the subject line, it says you're the winner, and I wish I could tell you guys the individual's name, but let's say they do come forward. Then everybody will know who this individual is. You got to give them some kind of privacy. I can't just put their info out there. But make sure for the next giveaway, you put your phone number so we can just text you. You know what I'm saying? Put your phone number so we can just text you. Opt in. When you guys are through the merch side, I know it asks you on all of the customer side, it asks you, do you want to opt in to the to SMS? I never knew how serious that was until now. You know, to where it's crazy. Let me show you guys something. Your driver just finished the last stop and is on his way with the delivery. Give me a sec, guys. I told you we had that one unit that was available at Langston at the Winter Circle. Well, somebody did move into it, and that's just the new refrigerator that's about to be delivered to him. So I'm gonna send that on over. I gotta save it. Let's see. Maybe I can just copy this. Yep, winter has not come forward, but we gotta give it away. We gotta give it away to show legitimacy. You know, we do not want people running around here talking about, I knew they wasn't gonna give it away, because I'm sure, right? You know? So maybe 3 business days is the minimum. Literally just popped up. Let's see. I got an email from you guys, just not that. Oh, I was about to say, oh, congratulations, copy that. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, who would have ever thought? But this is business. This is there was a post yesterday, but it was talking about how Amazon basically put Toys R Us out of business. How Toys R Us went to Amazon and did a partnership with them for Amazon to sell Toys R Us products. But as Amazon's doing this, they're collecting all of the information, all of the data. They're finding out what the people really want. And instead of Toys R Us creating their own, they got put out of business by Amazon. And where I'm going with that is, you guys are in the beginning phase of Live Free, Give Hope. This is the early phase. When people say business, it wasn't an overnight success. You're right here witnessing that we can't even give away the first one. You know what I'm saying? We can't even give it away. You know, the winner's not. I guess this is what comes with it. We was expecting, you know, streamers and flyers and all of the celebration. It's been stressful, but you got to keep going. You got to keep going. And to give it away after somebody has won, oh, that's a heartbreaker. You know, that's a heartbreaker. You know, because you know what's going to happen right after we give it away. That individual is going to show up. Like, oh, and then, oh, what are we going to do at that point? You know, all we can do is say, well, sorry, we sent you the information. You know, we went live every day. You know.
This is a moment of elevation for people.
What was that, Eddie?
This is an opportunity to grow and elevate the people. That's how we miss opportunities, because we aren't paying attention. How many jobs have we missed because we didn't get that email? How many other business opportunities have we missed because we didn't check our? Let me come over there.
Come on over. Annie B about to come lace you up. Wow. Yeah, you see that.
I'm looking crazy. Hey, y'all.
Wow. That's just a long night.
Let me tell you, I think that being a business owner, long-time business owner, it's already hard. It's hard. We live in one of the most successful countries, but it takes hard work to get to wherever you're trying to go, especially being in America. But that's the blessing. You know, we are in a country that allows opportunity for us to grow. So this is how I look at it. How many opportunities have we missed because we didn't read our email? How many opportunities did we miss because we didn't go to the mailbox and open our dang on mail? Go to the mailbox every day and get your mail and open your mail, because although we're going to have bill collectors in there, we're going to have the same amount of stress that comes through our mailbox, the opportunities will be there. And what happens is we look at those stressful moments, we look at those bill collectors, we look at all of that stuff as bad, but what that's doing is really building you up for that greatness to come. We got to own responsibility for what we do. And so that's when that's the for real in my definition. That's when God really threw an alley you, and you ain't opened up and you ain't step up to that blessing. That's what God is. That's my opinion. Because I can't tell you how many times I lost a contract or opportunity to do something major because I didn't take that simple step and read that email or open something up. You know what I'm saying? So that's right, Queen. You know what I'm saying? So look at it. I look at it like this just is a learning lesson for all of us. It made me wake up today. When I say I'm on my hustle 2026, oh, I'm not playing. It made me get up. I checked all my emails. You know, we got 1,000 emails, 1,000 passwords. It made me show up and show out, because I look at it like you got to give God something to bless. You can't just expect him to do 100%. He's not going to do 100%. Our job is to meet God 50% of the way and connect. Give him something to bless. And he gave her something to bless, or him something to bless, whoever the winner is. He gave them something. So read your emails. If you don't take nothing else from today, you want to take it as a way to open up opportunity for yourself. Even teach your kids. Wake up every day. I tell my kids every day, check your email. That's right. You got a 4-year-old, you teach them early. Get them a cash out. Tell them to check their cash out, check their emails, learn how to be responsible. It's never too early to teach people how to operate in society, because one thing for sure is we do live in the greatest country that will give you the greatest opportunity. We just have to step up, step out, and work hard at those opportunities. So that's how I look at it. That's how I take it. I take it as an opportunity for, if the individual, he or she, does not step in on their opportunities, then guess what's going to happen? Somebody else about to walk into an opportunity. And also be mindful when y'all filling out applications and things of that nature, put all of the ways to communicate with in there with you. You know what I'm saying? Put your name, put your email, the government got everything. I don't know how many times I've heard somebody say, you know, they looking for the Section 8 email. They looking for the Medicaid email. Girl, did you put the phone number too? Did you put the email? Why do we have to beg you to get in contact with you? The bill collector's going to be there. The people who get on your nerves, that's calling you they going to be there. Put them on hold. If you communicate with them, that's half the battle. But what we can't do is miss out on opportunity. And that's what I'm looking at it like, dang, somebody's missing out the opportunity to have a whole year of free rent. But guess what that means? Somebody else about to walk into that light, because the rules specifically say 3 business days. And guess what we gonna do? Because we like to make sure we abide in the rules. That's right, Queen. Never give up. Some of y'all done been throwing some prayers out there, and this might have been that prayer answer. And again, we don't know their situation. So hopefully everything is okay. Prayerfully, everything is okay. And, you know, we're going to pray for that. So you never know. There are situations that person could be in any situation. So we're not saying this in a bad way, but what I am saying is I think we should look at it as a way to educate ourselves to say, okay, these are the things we can improve on just in case. You know, for God forbid anything bad has happened, then that's different as to why someone has not responded. But they will be so sad if they missed it because they didn't check an email, or I didn't give them a phone number. You know, the next time we're going to require the phone number to be a part of it, because we would love to just call and get your excitement right there over the phone. So we're definitely going to make that a part of the process. But in 2026, I really want everybody to look at everything, try to be optimistic about it, and find a way to look at it differently, because It's not that so many people and so many things are against us. It's how we look at it. Hey, Queen, how are you? One and only. I appreciate y'all, Mommy's World. I appreciate all y'all for joining. Again, we just kind of gonna pour into each other in 2026. Y'all know when I jump on the line, I'm that. My husband said I'm a little bit direct. I probably keep it real, but that's because that's what we need. That's just it. That's what we need to do for each other. We got to keep each other in line and be real forward with each other because I think that'll help us all grow. That's right. You put your emails on VIP notification. That's what you got to do. Because, again, if it's a situation, that they cannot, a reason they can't respond, I hope that's not it. But 9 times out of 10, this is how it usually happens. We just miss it because we didn't check our emails. And we need to check our emails. You go to your mailbox. How many times you don't check your mail and you bring it in, but you don't open the envelopes? And I get it because I've been there. That 425 credit score, it was not pretty. It wasn't fun having bill collectors call me. My credit was jacked up. Comcast the worst. They the worst. They always want their coins, but they don't have good service. We ain't gonna talk about that. I'm gonna go off. But I'm telling you, when we can take a deep breath, breathe, I know the stress. When we can take a deep breath and say, screw this, that bill gonna still be there. I don't care how many times you ignore the envelope, it's still gonna be there. Tell them you ain't got nothing but $1. Hey, I'm calling you today to make payments. I got $1. Guess what they gonna do? They're gonna take that dollar and then that stress off your life. Because when you talk about really, truly, if you believe, when you talk about that, you need to pay your debts. You need to do what you need to do to get stuff, that stress off you, to get to the next level. So whether that person would have received something in the mail, an email, phone call, again, how many times do we not check our voicemail? How many times do we send the bill collectors and everybody else? Just tell them you ain't got it. Just keep it 100 because they know everybody ain't got it. But guess what they will do? They're going to take that $1. They're going to take whatever you have. And you ain't got, get yourself a separate bank account that you pay them with a little bootleg account so they can't go in there and take it. Whatever you need to do to free yourself, that's what we're going to do in 2026, y'all, because that's how y'all going to buy these houses. That's how y'all going to elevate your businesses. That's how you're going to elevate your mind. That's how you go back to school and handle your business and do what you need to do. I don't know if y'all noticed or not. See, now I'm going in. But Trump he has granted the government the opportunity to go in and garnish people's checks for educational loans. Okay, y'all heard what I said? And he ain't gonna take a little bit. That's a phone call. Trust me, I've been there, old, and didn't want to talk to them people, honey. I was ignoring them folks for years. Guess what? Thank the Lord. You ain't got to pay much. Again, the art of debt negotiation is you tell them, this is what I can afford. And you can kiss my grits if you ain't going to take this little bit of coin. Guess what they going to do? They going to take that little bit of coin. And guess what that just did? That won't allow the government to go in and try to garnish your check. So instead of saying, oh, I'm not going to get a job, because this is what I've heard. Oh, I've been telling everybody about this. One joker had nerve to tell me, I'm just not going to work. Or when they find out about that job, I'm going to go to the next job. Well, you know what? We're not trying to elevate like that. Y'all, come on. This morning we kept buying stocks with our kids. Guess what we were buying? Oil stocks. I prayed. I almost cried when I saw what happened to this other country. But guess what? I can't control that. I'm not the president. If they want to go take somebody's stuff, let them take it. Guess what I'm going to do? I own Chevron today. We have to get in where we can fit in. How many generations are we already behind? And we still running? We can't elevate that way. You get right on Cash App, you buy you some fractional shares. That's backwards. That's right. We want money, but we hustling backwards because we still running from our little debt. Call all your bill collectors and say, I got $1 for every last one of y'all. If it's 10 of them, that means you spending $10 a month. Guess what? You still got them off your back, and guess what the president won't do? He won't come into your bank account and garnish your check, and you won't keep after hustling backwards, skipping from job to job to job. That ain't gonna work. Cause guess what? When you say, "Look, Andy B, I want to buy a house," well, I'm gonna ask you, where's your W-2 or your 1099? And you're gonna say, "Oh, I've been running from job. I can't do nothing with that." I'm just being real with you. If I need you to have your stuff together so we can hustle forward, like the Queen said, and not backwards. So this year, 2026, honey, and it is finna guide y'all down the right track. We're gonna be real with each other, honest with each other. I know it hurts. It is very painful to go through what we go through on a daily basis, but we ain't hustling backwards no more. If you look at it the way we gonna look at it, it is painful to watch other countries go through what they go through. But guess what? I'm not about to argue with my head of chief. I'm not about to argue with him because he the president. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get in line. Because guess what him and his friends doing? They in line, buying. Guess what we gonna do, queens and kings? We gonna get in line. Because you can do that. Because you live in a country that allows you to do that. You're gonna get on your Cash App and you're gonna go buy. And you're gonna be successful in 2026. So I'm sorry, I had to get on my soapbox because my husband, he has such a warm heart and a warm spirit. And he's just so warm about the whole experience. But you know what? It's time for us all to elevate. It's a reason we are all with each other. It is a reason. Y'all don't know us from a can of paint. Somehow the Father has brought us all together. So whatever you got going on for yourself this year in 2026, if we are associated in any form or fashion, we're going to be really pushing you to elevate and own your stuff and go to the next level. And that's just all to it. And that's just keeping it real out of love. Because you living in a phenomenal moment of time. You look at everything as a form of history that you are able to access and be a part of. And that's what these moments are. And I can go on forever about this stuff, but I'm just telling you, invest in yourself. What's up, Queen Drea? Invest in yourself, invest in your future, invest in your kids, educate them. All our people, everybody in our house has a Cash App. They signed up for E-Trade today. Guess what the kids did today? I don't care if you tell your children, they gonna go buy some doggone what do the kids like to buy these days? Roblox? You tell your kids love talking about they gonna buy Roblox. I have always just I hated it because you don't own none of that. I mean, we would be on there literally spending money and buying houses on Roblox like we own real estate in Roblox. Guess what they had to buy today? Buy the stock. Really own Roblox. Like, quit playing around. If you bought your child $20 worth of Roblox, don't buy them no more gift cards, $20 worth of Roblox. They're not going to understand it now. They're not going to be happy with that gift. But again, I'm from the South and they can kiss our grits. They going to have to get that $5 Cash App and they'll be just fine. Because guess what? When your 4-year-old invest $1, $5, whatever it is, and by the time they 18, they're going to be able to put that money on the whole house. And there are some places you can go get an apartment, a 3-bedroom, 1 bath for $125,000 in Baltimore. You can buy a house in Augusta for $25,000, $30,000. Your child. So we just need to make decisions that are a little bit improved for 2026. Don't say I didn't tell you. When you go into McDonald's, say that $10 combo, because I love a good Big Mac. I know it's not healthy for me. That's my cheat food. I'm going to buy that number one. But girl, King, Queen, that is $10 that I just gave to the McDonald's Corporation. And they ain't giving me nothing in return. Plus Starbucks, they took about $3,000 of my money last year. I don't have nothing to show. Guess what I'm doing this year? If I could spend money in IRL, in real life, at that establishment, my goal is to buy stock as well. That's right, Robux. They love Robux. That's all my nieces, nephew, everybody asking me for Robux. Guess what they got? Stock. I don't care. Silver. I was handing out silver pieces this year. That's what everybody got. At the end of the day, I'm only going to do what I can do. Prayerfully, God continues to bless me. I want to bless you with education, investments. I'm not getting ready to keep doing that to you, because if I love you, I'm only going to give those things that will help improve your mindset and your life. And that's what it's really about. Y'all, this is an opportunity. Pay attention to the news, pay attention to what they saying, because usually we a day late and a dollar short, honey. By the time we get the tea on the news, they done already bought up what they gonna do. That's okay. I'll take my dollar, my day late and my dollar short, because I'm not in the in crowd. I'll take that. I bet you I'm gonna still own oil. Boop. That's my love for y'all. Y'all know I love being with y'all. I'm looking all crazy today, but I had to get on here, honey, when I heard that. Check your emails. Go to the mailbox and get your mail out the mailbox. Open it up. I know it's bills. Trust me, been there about that. Again, I still fight with Comcast, honey. They get on my nerves. But anyway, that's how we got to survive and thrive. That's how we do it. We eventually step it up. It's January. What's today's date? The 5th. We eventually step it up and we say, you know what? I know this bill gonna be here today. It's okay. And we take our lives to the next level and we open that bill up and make it happen. So much love, y'all. 9 times out of 10, if the individual does not respond, my vote as the family vote was give them to what did I say, the end of this week. I think we should be doing another raffle by the end of this week, by Friday. So again, we will continue emailing. We'll do what we need to do. But I mean, we done send a million emails. I pray that the individual is okay, that it's not a situation that's beyond their control, because sometimes that happens. That's okay. That's okay. Say something happened, something bad happened. I'm it's out of my power. I don't want to put that kind of stuff into the universe. I don't even like to say it, let alone I hate even thinking it. But if that's where you are, then that's okay. Because guess what? You need to do what you can do to own up to your next opportunity, and it will come back around. That's just how this works. That's how it works. You always have the opportunity. So prayerfully, the person is okay. But if they do not respond, y'all better check them emails, honey. But be live, because I feel like we should put on our tuxedos and dresses and do the New Year's all over again this Friday. Period. That's going to be the last. And then the last thing I have, guys, I just took over his live, but the last thing we have is at my clinic in the Augusta location, my business partner and I decided to open a food bank, because the food bank started charging $20 for boxes. Like, if I'm coming to you for free food, I don't think I got $20, but make it make sense, honey. That ain't my business anyway. So anyway, when they told us it's going to cost $20 for us to give away free boxes with their food in it, we decided we would open up our own. And so I know he's mentioned it a little bit. I love farming. That's my therapy. So we're going to be giving away all of the food that we grow on our farm. We are going to teach our clients how to do farm, basically, and we're also going to give away all of that food. Absolutely. You got to connect us with anybody who's currently doing these things in other areas. And if they're not, we need to get out to those areas. So the office in Conyers will be helping with giveaways, but we'll also be giving away free food, farm fresh eggs, everything you can think of. Can we put in our emails again? I think we have to utilize the raffles that are currently. What's up, Higher Dimensions? So I think we have to utilize the same people. I think the attorneys would like for us to we can't allow any new entries, but we don't know. So we're going to ask the attorneys what we need to do. And we're going to also let them know that we're going to have another drawing. Honey, we're going to put on our tuxedos and we're going to do it all over again. And many blessings, we're going to pray for the individual that, did not respond to the offer. But y'all, that we're going to go live building the tiny house. It's called a summer cabin. So we are actually boots on the ground. We will physically be building this tiny house. And the goal is we want to this year, AQCS would like to build a tiny house community, an affordable tiny house. Think about that. The word affordable and tiny house. We already got to say we got to have affordable tiny houses. Dang. We're going to build an affordable tiny house community. So individuals who are, it's hard out here, and you only get 54 for Social Security. You're going to be able to afford to live in these beautiful new townhomes. So that's the goal. When you all see us tomorrow and for the rest of this week, that's what we're going to be doing. We'll be live. We're probably going to do some 24-hour lives where we build this tiny home, and you all will see us put it together. Yay, y'all loving that plan. Good. Because that's the goal. We have to we got to create our own opportunities. It's just us educating ourselves and creating those opportunities. And so eventually we will raffle off these same tiny homes. Now I know the first ones will be in Augusta, but we're looking at the Atlanta area as well. So we're just trying to secure some land and then get that started. But that's the goal as well, is securing affordable opportunities. And this is how we're doing it. We're just trying to put our little stamp out there to help people as much as we can. So that's all I got for y'all. Much love. The fam bam is in the building today. And so y'all will see us start this build. It's going to be real funny, honey. And then oh no, let me show y'all the picture. This is actually the first one. You're most welcome, Higher Dimension. Most welcome. That's the first one. That's what we're building this week. That's the small one. The other tiny homes that we would like to build for people are like 2 stories and a lot bigger than that one, but it's still considered a tiny home. So we love y'all. Many blessings. It's the reason we're together. We're going to continue to grow in 2026. And I appreciate y'all. Let me jump on for a few minutes and getting on my soapbox. Cash App, get your stock. It is what it is. It's sad what's happening, but we 10 generations behind. Get your stock. Go ahead and own some oil and put that Roblox money towards the oil too. Financial's gonna take y'all back. And then y'all will see us doing this starting tomorrow. We're gonna start today. Okay, they're ready.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's all we have. My wife was talking about checking your email. Let me tell you how crazy I've been going. Just anytime I get a little beep or a chirp, because I'm trying to make sure I don't miss this individual's response. And I told you guys one of the reasons I got into real estate is so that I could have my freedom. Unfortunately, right now, but it's part of the mental game. It's what I have to go through. I am not a phone person, but right now I'm waiting for the winner to respond. It's already shown me in my life some things I need to change. I have too many email addresses. I have too many things going on. I need to consolidate. So whenever adversity comes your way, look for ways that you can get better. That's what I'm telling you guys with this here. So my phone's chirping right now. I got 2 phones, which is ridiculous. So I'm going to go down to 1 phone. And then, just over my life, I've been collecting these email addresses. You've probably seen I have multiple Facebook pages and Instagram. Got locked out a few times, created a new account. Couldn't get in this time, created a new account. So I have to use this opportunity to get better. There's always a way to get better. Let's see, we've been on here for a while. I'm going to say it one more time that we have 3 options. And I'm also my wife was throwing so much game in here that I'm going to throw out that we don't work for Cash App. We don't have any affiliation with them. This is for education. This isn't yada, yada. This isn't.
All the disclaimers.
Yes, all the disclaimers.
None of that. We don't get paid by them. They don't even care for us. They probably don't want me owning nothing or him either.
But yeah, so throw that disclaimer in there. And winner, if you're going to come forward, Lord. I thought I was going to have a heart attack because we don't have the winner coming in. I thought this is putting me through too much stress, but I'm still going to have to go through it because this is what is required. This is what's required.
Come on, man.
So it is what it is, guys. We're going to have to keep this thing going. The winner hasn't come forward. We have 3 options. We could give that winner more time. So when the 3 days in, but nobody in our family voted for that, except for me. You know, I thought maybe 30 days, but can't look like a scam. You know, we can't look like,
It's
oh,
not even that.
what you got? 30 days is too long.
The rules say after 3 days.
And
That's where we go wrong. We do not follow rules and regulations.
It says after 3 days, then we can have an option
that's
to
what
do.
The family choice
it's our choice. Family choices. On to the next one.
Read your emails.
Read your emails.
Pay your bills.
Read your emails. So yes, please don't break my heart by having me check every 5 minutes. You know, checking emails. I am not that guy, but I have to be that guy right now. So the 3 options. 3 options. Wait a little bit longer for the person, which we said, I guess that's no longer an option. The next one is redraw from the 90 individuals who entered. Re-hit the button that says choose winner. Or the final option is to open it up for a few more days and give people more time to get more entries. You know, my family, we're leaning on, my wife said to the end of the week. Did you say open it up or wait for the woman?
I said,
well, I mean, the individual.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
I said we're going to probably redraw.
Okay.
It on Friday.
Okay. Open it up or no open it up?
We got to ask the attorneys.
We have to ask the attorneys. It's in there in the official rules that it can happen, but I need it in layman's terms.
We can reopen it back up. So that would mean that the person's deadline is earlier, actually.
No.
Because if we're going to redraw based off of new entries, are you saying you allow people to do new entries?
That's what the official rule says.
So that means that if that person's 3rd day, then they can no longer win regardless. They don't have to Friday. That means they have until.
But Friday was your deadline on that day. So yes, you are correct.
Yes. So that means if we reopen it again, we'll let them know tomorrow. Because tomorrow's the 3rd day.
Yes.
Okay.
You guys hear that?
So be on here tomorrow, honey. Because
be on here tomorrow.
If we can reopen it now, come on now. So okay.
There's options. So those are the 3 options. We're gonna speak back with the attorneys and get it put back in the layman's terms. HD, I know you already know this. I know you were already on it. I said, oh, HD is going to be, I knew you were going to be ready. You know, I knew you were going to be ready. Be here every day. Yes. Spread the word, guys, so we can keep this thing going. Who would have ever thought it'd be this difficult to give this away? You know, and we got to keep it going. We got to keep it going. I think that's all we have. I think that's all we have. Sorry.
And go ahead and set some goals for yourself. When we get ready to talk tomorrow, set some goals that require a whole nother level of discipline for yourself. Discipline is our word for this quarter. And we're all doing some very interesting things individually and as a family to take our lives to the next level. I can't wait to tell y'all about my goal tomorrow. But anyway, that's what we're going to chat about tomorrow while we're building.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Good luck to the winner. And then if not you, then the next person, you know. Talk to you guys later. You know, peace. I forgot how to turn it off on Instagram over here. Guys, I forgot. Okay, you know, I've been using this software over here. That's why if you haven't been seeing us on Instagram, it's because we've been using this new Restream software, but for some reason it's not being delivered to Instagram. But I believe I know for a fact it's going to YouTube and maybe my personal Facebook page. Of course, YouTube is where we want everybody because then we won't have to worry about everybody being on the different socials. And right now I'm limited to Instagram as far as going lives. Now that we have YouTube, that's where we want to be. So please find your way to the YouTube channel, because eventually we'll stop probably for the next giveaway. We won't be going live here. Maybe, who knows? But I'm gone. Talk to you guys later because I'm rambling. Thank you guys. Peace. Wow.
I'm about to start tracking myself with my
Oh,
goal.
let me turn this one off right